All right, here we are. We're in first round of the top 8. Round 7. I was paired up against a guy I've played against a couple times online, and so I actually conceded to him because I was first. Was the only 6-0. They were 10-5-1, so I was locked in for top 8, and actually probably locked in for a first place seed. I ended up getting the first place seed. I don't know if there's a way that could have dethroned that, just given that everyone would have a record of 6-1, and I was the only 6-0 going in. So I should have the best tiebreakers. Anyway, conceded. There's no benefit to winning. There's no play draw bonus in the online rounds like this, so it was got to take a nice little walking break and breathe some fresh air for a little bit, which is great. I should go. I'm gonna keep this hand. Sorry, I don't want to take up too much of my clock. This is our opponent from round 6, I believe. The Grixis Death Shadow opponent, and did get decently lucky. Actually, got not decently. Did get pretty lucky against him round game 3 of that match. He was stuck on one land, and obviously I was able to discard spells, take out any relevant cards that he had that he could play with his Blood Crypt. So doesn't change our keeper mold decision. I probably would have kept this hand anyway, given I have a couple lands and I can really start developing. No early interactions, tough, but so be it. I'm going to start with Shambling Vent. So I can play turn 2 Bitter Blossom, hopefully not into his Stubborn Denial, Intangible Virtue, and then we'll take it from there. If I have the opportunity, I would play a turn 3 Lily if I can draw the land and if it looks like a safe bet. He did mulligan the 6, it looks like, which is good for me. So we'll see if... Okay. So it's either Stubborn Denial or what's it called? Thought Scour. So I don't want to lose the Bitter Blossom in case it is, and he's got to know what I'm playing, right? He must know that I'm on tokens, so wouldn't surprise me if he tried to hold up a Stubborn Denial on turn 1 for my turn 2 play, just for Bitter Blossom itself, but does look like it's Thought Scour, or maybe he just didn't want to counter my... Oh, bolt yourself, so he was running bolts. Alright, so this is going to be a Death Shadow, I assume. If we can draw a land, we'll play Lingering Souls. Hopefully he doesn't also have Stubborn Denial up. And he might, in which case it doesn't change much. Because then the following turn I'd like to be able to... I mean, I would definitely Lily if I knew he didn't have it. But I'd rather get it out of his hand. And then if I draw another land, I can Bitter Blossom and Flashback Souls. The other option is to do this... You know what, I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do this on his... I'm going to start finish on his turn, let him counter it, and then I can land a Lily. Sorry about that. Well, he's probably taking Liliana, but I don't want to not play anything this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and do this now, in case... If he does take that, then I lose a whole turn. Alright, well, that's good for me. I assume he takes Lily. Yep. But can kill his Death Shadow if I want to. Alright, not going to double block here. And I think I don't even need to really block necessarily. Yeah, I'm not going to double block because he's got that fetch land up. He can just make his guy at 6/6. He still can do that. If he does... 6/6? No, yeah, 6/6. If he does, he goes to 7, and I have 4 power out, and I can add more to that, like a procession. And again, this is game 1, so even though we knew what each other was playing, because we played each other, he doesn't have his sideboard cards in, his Anger of the Gods and Static Casters. So, although Static Caster doesn't do much on with the Intangible Virtue out. So, opponent deciding whether or not they want to deal me, whether they want to deal me 4 or 6, presumably. I see no reason not to crack the fetch land if I'm them right now, because they're going to do that eventually, so they may as well do it before damage. But I'm not sure. Like I said, I assume they're just deciding whether they want to shock themselves or not. So what are our plays here? Next turn, I don't know if they have the Stormer Denial. I would assume, I would think they'd counter the start to finish. Obviously, they probably would have wanted to look at my hand with the Inquisition before they decide what they want to counter. Okay, so there they are. They're trying not to take too much damage, which makes sense. And then if they tap out, perfect. I'm definitely playing Spectral Procession. I don't know what costs 2. Tassiger, okay. Yeah, Procession should be excellent. Ghost Quarter, also excellent. Is there any benefit for 4 mana if I can do anything else? I don't think so. That costs 3, 3, 2, 3. So not really. If I had a path, I would probably sack 1, kill the Tassiger, attack for 2, then path the Death Shadow. But I think this is just a winning line here. Let's see, if I attack them for 2, question is, do I want to get rid of a warrior to attack them for 2? Probably not. I probably want to chump block with the warriors instead. And I'm going to Ghost Quarter their Steam Vents, I think. I can do that later at the end of their turn, though. No, because then they can tap it for mana and then use 2 more blue. I'll just keep the mana, because I could maybe next turn I want to use more. Unfortunately, I have to tap all 3 colored sources to play Procession. Can't leave up. I guess I could have played Lingering Souls and left up like a Shambling Vent to what's it called, to just bluff a removal spell, but it's not worth having 1 less token out. Now they are presumably dead to another pump effect. We can't really activate Tassiger. I'm going to take a hit for 4. Because that one I can at least guarantee is only 4. Death Shadow could easily just turn into more damage. Interesting. Lingering Souls and Path. Or I could kill 2 of their creatures. It's probably better. Check to see if they have a stubborn denial first. Let's do that. Then I'll attack for 8, and then I will get rid of their other Death Shadow. Snap Bolt. Okay. It's not great, but it is what it is. And then they're presumably going to block. And then could either cast Lingering Souls, leave them dead. That's probably better. That's why I ordered that way, so I can make this decision. Because otherwise I have Tasigur against just tokens. But I think this is just better, because I can still just chump block the Death Shadow and have lethal next turn. So if they could only deal with one of my tokens, it would have been different, but we'll still chump there. Teamer Battle Rage will kill me, but most of these decks aren't running Teamer Battle Rage anymore. And this is great. Let's see what they have. Fatal Push, sure. Go to 1. Oh, I guess I missed lethal there with Shambling Vent, huh? Yeah. Very much so. Yeah, because even a snap, like, there's no way for them to deal with both. Well, that was a punt. That's right. I'm gonna leave up Blessed Alliance, and we're still okay here. I said they don't have any main deck sweepers, so. We'll do that first. And we've already, I mean, this was game anyway, right? Unless the chump block twice, and then they can kill one of my, they have to deal with both of my tokens somehow, so it would have been exactly Snapcaster Mage and, yeah, exactly Snapcaster Mage, Fatal Push. No, that still wouldn't do it. I'd still have a flyer, so I don't know what they were playing for. Alright, so Caller, Champion, rest in peace, rest in peace. I don't remember if we brought in Push last time. Get rid of Brutality, lose a Virtue, lose a Sorin, and lose a Spectral Procession because they're boarding in Sweepers. This looks like what we did last time, and I think I was happy with it. I'm on the draw, so maybe Push is worse than, let's say, or sorry, push is better than not a discard spell. Basilisk Collar and Bitter Blossom are both slow, but they are really good. Probably better than Sorin. I think that's what we did last time. Yeah, Basilisk Collar, now I think about it, is very strong with the Oriot Champion. Yeah, sounds great. Keeping. How's this looking over here? Oh, mulligan our opponent again, huh? Well, we have been getting pretty lucky this whole tournament. No, I'm keeping this. for sure. Courtyard first, and then we'll mulligan to 5. Brutal. Well, if he doesn't have a discard spell, this is going to go very well for us. If he can take our Inquisition, that's good for him. But... Yep, Thoughtseize. It's a tough pick, though. Like, I mean, he presumably has more discard spells, but still don't want to, like, give us a Lily. No turn 1 place. I'm just going to get a Godless Shrine tapped. Alright, so we really just need to avoid a quick death to Death Shadow, basically. Two life, no. Any removal spell is going to be good here. Basilisk Collar is not great, but what is what it is. It's not great right now. And we'll see. Our opponent only has 2 cards in hand, so if they can pump up the Death Shadow and have some counterspell backup, they're probably doing okay. Go to 9, deal me. It's a 4/4. Debating what our best play is here. Oh, well, they're gonna tap. If they're gonna tap out, then definitely just doing souls. So Lily's tough here because just sack the Snapcaster. They have 1 card. Just gonna do the sure thing here, so I can chump block. Okay. Okay. And I can't really attack with Snapcaster Mage because then they'll have no way to defend against the Liliana. This is good. I don't want to take damage, but so be it. Anger and Death Shadow, huh? So I don't have 2 red. So what am I doing here? I guess I could have equipped and Flashback Souls is what I could have done. But I think I'm going to... If I Lily minus, they sack Snapcaster. Let's take Anger. Also Lily plus. So I can Lily plus, get rid of both cards. Go to 11. If they draw a removal spell, I take a bunch. I could Lily minus, same thing, I still take a lot of damage, but 2 less. They get rid of the Snapcaster, and they can either Anger or Death Shadow. I cannot let them have another Death Shadow. And I need a plus Lily before I can minus her again, so I might go plus, minus, minus. And then hope to dodge a removal spell on our opponent's turn right now. So if they do that, I take 8, go to 3. Which is not great, but then I do have 2 tokens and a Basilisk Collar. Alright, that's good for us. So we just chump block, bring our Souls tokens back, equip Collar. Okay. So he could deal up to 9. And then I could get rid of Death Shadow. I don't think that's worth it. I'll be able to get rid of it at some point. I'm surprised I didn't attack Lily there. It was kind of strange. Sack a creature. Flashback. And leave a card in my hand just in case. So they need to draw what? No, because even Snapcaster doesn't remove no removal spells in his graveyard. It does make my Lily minus pretty annoying. But yeah, I still need to draw something. Ugh. I mean, not that a Lily minus on an Angler is bad, but it's like Kane 1, cast Bitter Blossom, equip. Don't really want to wait another turn. Problem with this is I won't have a token, so they can at any point deal me 9. So if they draw a removal spell, yeah, so I don't need to gain life yet, actually, is what I'm thinking. I can leave both creatures back. And then start gaining life after. Once I have a couple tokens back, I can start gaining life back. Or I can just do this. Okay. That's why we play the game. It was a good draw on their part. So now if they do a draw removal spell at any point, I can still just chump block. Okay. Don't really want to attack with more yet. Although I guess if I had attacked with 2 creatures, then it'd be at 4. And I could attack back for lethal. But I don't know what's in their hand, so I don't want them to have a removal spell, draw another one, etc., etc. This is post-sideboard game, actually, so I could be... Oh, no, I'm not dead to Static Casters, because I am purposefully leaving creatures of different types back. So at first, the Souls tokens were worth more, because I only had 1 Rogue Fairy, but now the Spirit tokens are a little more valuable. As I will be getting more and more Fairy Rogues, but hopefully this game doesn't last much longer. Bottom, top, okay. Fortunately, we can't exactly go all out here because we don't know what's in our opponent's hand. some kind of disenchant effect or something. No. Okay. That was interesting. That was good. Let's do that. And I guess they just didn't want to be dead next turn. So I have a fatal push and 2 blockers. I assume that's good enough. I guess they could Stubborn Denial, which maybe is a reason to play another land, but I don't know. So like, how many removal spells could they have here? Alright. Made it. First round in. We'll keep trucking along. Top 4 round coming right up.